Alrighty, so I have created the reading challenge that I'm gonna be doing for 2026. So, all the information is going to be in the description. I'll link everything. So, this year we're doing the Tacotastic reading challenge. I was scrambling my brain to try to figure out something. I said, you know what? Everybody likes tacos. Even racists like tacos. You know, they want to eat our food. Everybody likes tacos. So, anyways, I tried to pick 12 ingredients or, 12 things that could potentially go into a taco in order to have it be one book per month. That was the goal. And so, yeah, that's what, that's how I picked these ingredients. This reading challenge, what I have written, let's see. So, here's the order and explanation. So, for the tortilla, because you got to start with the tortilla base. You're gonna read a 5-star prediction, like a book you think is gonna be 5 stars for you, or you can just reread one that was already 5 stars for you. And like the whole point is that the tortilla is the goat because that's where everything goes, and so you just need to read something you think is gonna be real good. Simple. So yeah, just pick your favorite or a potential favorite. So there's that one. After that, onion, the next ingredient. So I put book you have been putting off. Because why do so many people say they don't like onions, but then their favorite dish got onions in it? So I think some of y'all lying a little bit. So anyway, so this is a book that you were lying to yourself about. So pick a book that you have been putting off. Simple. Okay, and then after that we have cilantro, which this one everybody has. Some people think it tastes like soap. Some people like it. I'm in the like it category, but that is neither here nor there. But anyway, so this one you're gonna pick your lowest rated from your TBR, or just a book that you've heard mixed reviews for. 'Cause, some people gonna like it, some people don't like it, and that's cilantro. After that, number 4, we have pico de gallo. This one, I feel like people be putting it on instead of salsa sometimes. I guess I don't know. I don't really be putting pico de gallo, but some of y'all be doing that. So pico de gallo, we have YA. It's like entry level stuff. YA, or just a book with no smut in it, like keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. There's not a whole lot of spice to that. So after that, we have salsa. I like mine to have some spice. So we have put spicy or smutty book. So just a book that has, your desired level of smut in it. Anyways, after that we have fruit salsa, which I have decided this will be any LBGTQIA plus book. It does not need to be a romance. It could be anything that has that tag. Anything that has that tag in it. So, pick your level of no romance, all the romance, smut, no smut, YA, not YA, it doesn't matter. Any genre, just has to be the letters. The letter club. Anyways, after that we have guacamole, because we know that shit is extra, but we're gonna pay for it because it's good. So this one you're gonna pick your most expensive book. Like a lot of the books, it'll say in the cover or on the back or something the price. So find the most expensive one, or you can buy a new book, like a new release that you were waiting for. You want to pick that up on the pre-order, or just the release day or whatever. Put that in there. Or what the way that I have chosen is that it's gonna be the book that I like last bought when I made this challenge. So whenever you're doing it, whichever book you bought last can also fit here. Either way, just something new or expensive, basically, because that's how people be charging for guac now. Thanks, gentrifiers. It didn't used to be this expensive. Anyways, so after that, we have cheese, which, yeah, sometimes you get that melty cheese in there. It's fucking good. Cheese, or, it's why people like say, the queso, I want the queso sauce. So anyways, for this one, we're gonna, cheese is salty. You know what salty people be doing? Causing drama. So this one is gonna be a book with drama. Just something you think is gonna have like a lot of drama. Personally, I like to read about rich people drama because they got too much time on their hands and they just be doing stupid shit. And I don't like to read about that. So that's how I went about it. But it can be any kind of drama. Any kind of drama you want. But anyways, just something with drama. Theatrics, dramatics. People acting a fool. That's the cheese. So then after that, we have a vegetarian taco. A lot of vegetables. Get your nutrients. So for this one, I have put that it needs to be nonfiction or a serious read. So just, something with like serious topics or like, maybe more like literary, whatever you consider to be like serious. This one is for your brain to think harder than instead of just having fun per se. So more serious read. After that, we have the beef, which that one, it can be prepared in multiple ways in tacos. But I do like that in my tacos. I like barbacoa personally, which, yeah, it is what it is. But there's usually a bunch. Carne asada, whatever, beef. So this one, when people have beef, that means that they hate each other and they want to fight. Sometimes, sometimes there's verbal fighting, sometimes it's fist fighting. I've gone for the fist fighting option. So, pick a book with like violence, fighting, mafia, like anything where, I put mafia because obviously they always like this group against that group, da da da. Them groups got beef with each other. This is the generation that I am from where we still said that shit. So, you want to fight somebody, you got beef with them. Anyways, that was the idea. So, anything that has to do with beef. And then after that, we have fish tacos, a very popular option. This one's going to be a short book, a light-hearted read, short story possibly. You could even do like a graphic novel here if you want. Something short, sweet, simple, whatever you want. This one's meant to not hurt your brain. This one's meant to just be fun. This is just supposed to be a fun, happy time reading, whatever you consider that to be. You can put that for fish. And then pork. That's another good option for tacos. So this is the last one. So for that one, because porkin is also something I have heard to reference people's activities. I have put why choose as an option. There's a lot of pork in that. But it can also just be another smutty option if white cheese is not your thing. So this is just another smut option. As much smut as you want or don't want. You can put that there. So this is my loose interpretations of these common taco toppings and fillings and stuff. Anyways, the sheet does have space to put all 12, and so I have, of course, picked my TBR, which let me show you. Well, let's go through what I am putting in there so you can get an idea. So, for me, for tortilla, I have The House of Fear by Marissa Meyer. This is a book that's coming out next year, and I supposedly won an audiobook for this. I have not received the code to redeem it yet, but I supposedly won the audiobook for this, which is it's a Bluebeard retelling by Marissa Meyer. And so yeah, I think this one's gonna be good because I really liked her other books that I've read so far. So I put that as a potential 5-star. I'm very stingy with the 5 stars though, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I need them to give me that code. I supposedly won an audiobook through Storygraph giveaways, because they also do giveaways if you didn't know. They added that. So I supposedly won it. I'm like, where my code? code? Where's my code? But we'll see if I get that. But anyways, I'm gonna read that regardless. And so that's my predictions, my 5-star prediction. After that we have my onion one is the book that I have been putting off is this one in the Bridgerton series, To Sir Philip with Love, because I heard that she had the lamest story, and now it makes me not want to pick this up as much. I've been putting it off, even though, like, you know, they're fun reads. I mean, I feel like the Bridgertons suck even more in the books than they do in the show. Like, they're kind of doing some sideways shit in this, but, you know, they're rich and privileged, so they be doing that stuff. But, you know, yeah, I was putting this one off because I heard that she had the most boring romance. So we'll see if that's true. But yeah, I'm gonna finally make this a priority to continue this series and get over this hump. So that's that one. And then after that, I have Cilantro. Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. I have heard some people like this and some people not like this and be like, what is this? So, I don't know. Like, I was really excited for this. I was really excited for this because I heard it's like a YA, but a YA, what is that called? Dark academia type situation, but I think in a fantasy setting. I don't know. I've heard some people like it. I was excited for it, but then other people are making it sound like it didn't deliver. So we're gonna find out. This is a big toss up, a big maybe. But we're gonna find out. So I have high hopes for that. We'll see where we land. But anyways, so then after that, Pico de Gallo, I put Legend Born by Tracy Dion. That one's a YA, and I mean, a lot of people really like that book, and I'm really excited for that. I know it's a fantasy book. I think it's also in a school, like a magic school or something like that. So I'm just excited to read that one and see what's happening there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that one. No, yeah, that one is YA for sure. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, after that, for the salsa, for my spicy pick, I have Once Upon a Demon's Heart by K.M. Moranova. I mean, they're even kissing on the cover, so I imagine that there will be plenty of smut in this. And people that read a lot of smut I know were like reading this up and kind of liking it. So here's hoping. I think this is definitely a fantasy, but I think it's like a dark fantasy romance, something like that. Like it seems like it's gonna be intense, and I'm here for that. There's something about dying a whole bunch of times. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it's gonna be intense, and I'm here for that. So we're gonna do that, and then after that we have for the fruit salsa. This one had like I really don't know what this one's about, other than it did have the LGBTQIA plus tag. And so, Dragonfall. We're gonna read this one. I know it has dragons. I've also heard mixed reviews about this one, honestly, but yeah, I just know there's dragons, and I don't know how the letters come into play in this, but we're gonna find out. Dragonfall. But yeah, I don't know. I was just intrigued, and I think the second one's already out, so you know. The downside of this challenge is that a lot of these are series starters, and so I might get sucked in again to some stuff. But that's also fun, you know? That's a fun side to me. So, let's see. That's that one. We're at guacamole. So, at guacamole, we have Marry Me. This was the last book that I got in, and so that is how Christmas Romance ended up on this list. So, Marry Me. I did hear that this is also very smutty. But this is a holiday romance. I want to say this might be a second chance. Oh yeah, this is a second chance romance. So, second chance holiday romance. We're just gonna see if this is any good because I've heard some hype for this, so I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. After that, for cheese, I I went for the rich people drama. And what I found was Stone Cold Fox by Rachel Collar Croft. Anyways, I think this one's like a thriller, so it's like the drama's gonna be drama-ing. I think it sounds like it's dramatic, but I hope I like it because this one is. I mean, I normally go for like fantasy and obviously like the occasional like regular romance book, contemporary romance and stuff, but like this one's a little bit more out of what I normally read. But I will go out of my normal stuff for rich people drama apparently. So there's that. Yeah, I think it's a thriller. I think that was one of the things. So we're gonna see how that goes. The cover is intriguing. So we'll see. After that, for vegetarian, I have The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. I think. Ogawa. Yeah, I think so. With translated by Steven Snyder. Yeah. Yeah. So this one I've heard will fuck you up. Like it's I think it's kind of like dystopian, like a little bit. Like I think people's memories get taken and stuff. I have to like double check, but it's not. It sounds very. This one is very serious. I mean, it is fiction, but I think I have heard this one of those serious ones that's gonna like you're gonna be thinking about it for a while after. So that's why I picked this one, and I've had it on my TBR for a while because yeah, like people that I know in real life liked it. So I was like, okay, I want to see. I want to see. But that one I know is gonna be very serious. Um, After that, for beef, I picked God of Pain by Rena Kent. This is a second book in this series because these are basically kids of like different mafia groups, organized crime groups. So they do, even though they're like at school doing stuff, they also have like places where they fight. They actually do fight with like the other group of kids. So there's like why you have a school full of mafia kids next to another school full of mafia kids is crazy work because that's like asking for people to get dead, but that's kind of what's happening in this world. So they're in college and they're acting a fool. And this one is Creighton, I think that's his name, and Annika. Annika does not shut the fuck up. So she's she's that standard American girl that cannot shut the fuck up. That does those people that like can't let there be silence. They can't stand silence. She's one of those. And this is a romance with the dude that always shuts the fuck up and he doesn't really talk. So that's gonna be interesting. They do say opposites attract, and so I guess it's one of those. So we'll see how that goes. After that, for fish, for just like a fun light read, I got abducted. I got abducted by aliens, and now I'm trapped in a rom-com by Kimberly Lemming. I saw this at my library, so I know they have it. And I'm just gonna pick that up and read it one of these days because I like her books, and yeah, they're funny, they're ridiculous, and I might try to find the audiobook because if it's the same narrator, it's gonna be hilarious. Like this is one of those times where I'm just gonna keep trying to find the audiobooks because the way that they are read, if it's the same narrator, is gonna be so good because it adds so much to it. So, anyways, there's that. And then for pork, I did pick a Wild Choose because I actually like those, and so I picked Broken Bonds by Jay Bree. So far by Jay Bree, I've only read The Crown of Oaths and Curses, I think it's called, but I like that book so much. Like that is that is a top tier favorite book now, and so now that I'm put onto her work, now I want to start her other series. Like I know that this one's been out for a long time, and I think it's a finished series, but yeah, so I want to give that a go and see if I like it because I've heard good things. So that is my list. This is my. Let's see if I can hold a stack. So this is the stack of books that I'm planning to read. I think this is only half. Yeah, this is half. This is half of the books that I'm going to read next year, and then the other half I need to find copies of. But here we go. It's a good little stash. We got some variety. I tried to pick books that I definitely wanted to read, so I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a good reading year for this. Anyways, all the information is going to be in the description below, so if you want to join, click that link. There'll be a Google Doc explaining the prompts and then the graphic for you to fill in. However, with whatever you decide you want to read. So enjoy, and then we'll see how this goes. Happy 2026.